Hey, what's up, Vivians? Friends of Ood-Kind here, and in this video I'm going to be reviewing the second episode from the first story. This is called Cave of Skulls. So we're going to pick off right where we left off, where the Doctor has essentially kidnapped Ian and Barbara, and the TARDIS has landed somewhere. They're not sure where or when, but as we find out, it is in the caveman days, and they have landed close to a tribe in conflict. Now, in this tribe, the Great Firemaker has recently passed away, and there is a conflict of who's going to be the new leader after the Great Firemaker. And the choices are Cal, who is the son of the Great Firemaker, or there is Za, who is recently new to the tribe. Now, Cal is trying to make fire with a bone, which is really strange. I'm not sure if he can do that or not. But he is waiting for Orb, who is the god of this tribe, to show him how to make fire. Whereas Za is a hunter-gatherer kind of person who brings the tribe meat and furs and skins. Now, when the TARDIS lands, the TARDIS team has no idea where they are. The yearometer has broke. The only thing they really know is that they're somewhere else than where they were previously. I really like how Ian doesn't really understand time travel. And when the Doctor asks him, well, how do you explain time? And Ian just says, well, it just happens, and it disappears. It doesn't go anywhere. Whereas Barbara, on the other hand, wants to believe all this, rationing what's going on with the difference between the outside of the TARDIS and the inside of the TARDIS. Now, Barbara doesn't quite understand this, but she just goes along with it anyway. And then I also like when they step outside the TARDIS, and the Doctor looks around and he sees that it's still a police box on the outside, and he says, "That's very disturbing." I think that's great, because then you're thinking, okay, what's going on? And then Susan goes on to explain to Ian and Barbara that how many things that the TARDIS has been on the outside over their travels, which gives us kind of a clue that they have been other places before they landed in London, 1963. But then upon exiting the TARDIS, Ian and Barbara and Susan discovered that the Doctor has been kidnapped, and all they can find is his notebook laying on the floor. And then they get kidnapped. Blimey, there's a lot of kidnapping going on in this episode, isn't there? But having been kidnapped, the Doctor comes up with a plan to get out, and just says, look, I will show you how to make fire. Because Za, I think it was Za, that discovered him, seen that he, obviously, William Hartnell's famous for his pipe and matches. Za sees this and sees the fire coming from his hands, and this is why he kidnapped him, for the Doctor to show them how to make this fire. But instead of letting them go back to their ship, they throw them in a cave, which is the Cave of Skulls. And in trying to escape, they manage to do so. They come across this forest that's making really, really creepy sounds. But yeah, and then it comes up. The next episode is going to be the Forest of Fear. But I like the way that the cavemen were done. I really did invest in Cal and Za and her, which is one of the, I can't remember which one, but it's either Cal or Za's future. I think it's Cal's future wife. I also enjoyed the fact that we don't really get to know a lot about really any of the main characters yet. The Doctor is just this kind of mysterious being who has this magical ship and his granddaughter Susan is just a genius, and Ian and Barbara are just school teachers. I mean, I like that, when it takes a little while to get to know the characters. But yeah, this was a really enjoyable watch, I think. They got a lot of things that I really liked in it. But anyways, guys, I want to know, have you seen this episode and what did you think? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, guys, thank you for watching and like and subscribe.